Good afternoon, students. In the previous classes, we have completed semiconductors some part, like solid state electronics or semiconductors. What are electronics? What are electronic devices? What is semiconductor electronics? And also how to classify metals based on conductivity, like conductor, insulator, and semiconductor. And later we have discussed about a band theory or energy band theory. What is a valence band? What is a conduction band? What is a forbidden energy gap? Based on this band theory, how we can classify metals into solid, conductor, semiconductor, and insulator. And also we have compared the important properties of these three materials. And then later we have started semiconductors. In that semiconductors, we have discussed two parts. One is elemental semiconductors and one is compound semiconductors. So elemental, compound. Again in compound, inorganic, organic, and also polymers type. And one more type depends upon the doping. So we have classified semiconductors into two types. One is intrinsic and one is extrinsic. We discussed about intrinsic semiconductors and their properties, on what factor the conductivity depends, that concepts. Similarly, on what is a doping, we discussed. What are dopants? What is a doping? What are the important properties for selection of the doping? We discussed. And then what are extrinsic semiconductors types? N-type semiconductor and also P-type semiconductor. And in N-type semiconductor, what is a band structure? What is a bond structure? And what are their properties? What are majority carriers, minority carriers? We discussed. And also, what is a P-type semiconductor? The bond structure of the P-type semiconductor, band structure of the P-type semiconductor, and what are majority carriers? What are minority carriers? And on what factor the conductivity depends? We discussed. And similarly, we yesterday class we have given what are the differences between the P-type and N-type semiconductors. So differences between mainly N-type semiconductor and also P-type semiconductor we have given. Now, up to now, almost there are no formulae. In this class, I'll give some important formulae regarding this one. What is the conductivity? What is the resistivity? What is electric current? This type of formula I'll give. Correct. Write some formulae. So generally PU level questions may not be asked. So PU level questions not important for this one. Only for competitive exams important. Generally formula for electric current. So still electric current chapter not completed. That's why I am giving this formula. Otherwise in that chapter it is a basic formula actually. Electric current is equal to charge by time. Electric current I is equal to charge Q divided by T. You should write charge by time. So generally unit of electric current is ampere. Unit of charge coulomb, time second. But Q is equal, we know the formula NE. So charge Q is equal to plus or minus NE. Then we can write the formula current I is equal to Q by T or I is equal to NE by T we can write. I is equal to NE by T. When a charged particle is moving from one place to other place in the electric field, so there is some potential difference is there. So that work done by the charge in transferring from one point to other point in the electric field is called potential difference. So we can write potential difference PD. Formula V is equal to W by Q. Potential difference V is equal to work done by charge. But the work done formula we can write W is equal to VQ. Also we can write W is equal to VQ or V is equal to W by Q you should write. So in place of the Q you may write NE or only electron means you can write E also. Potential difference formula. And one more we should write, when a charged particle is moving in a conductor, there is some opposition offered by the conductor. So that opposition can be called as resistance. So according to Ohm's law, how both will be related means from Ohm's law, we know V is equal to IR. Potential difference is equal to current into resistance. R is equal to resistance. Or we can also write a resistance, electrical resistance. R is equal to V by I. One formula. Potential difference by current. Potential difference divided by current. For example, if take one conductor like this, it is a conductor having a length L, area of cross section A, it is having some electron, number of electrons are there, and this conductor is an electron having a charge is equal E. So this conductor is connected to one cell or a battery like this, having a potential difference V, applied potential difference equal V, and it is connected like this. So left side is equal to positive, right side negative. Whenever if you switch on the battery, so something electric field is applied. So the strength of the electric field is equal to E. Whenever we applied electric field, electrons are moving towards the positive terminal of the battery. So they are generally moving against to the electric field, applied electric field. Whatever field applied, for example, field acting right side, but electrons are moving left side. That is called drifting. So the speed of the electron which is moving opposite to the direction of the electric field can be called as drift speed or drift velocity, which is denoted by V suffix D. I am writing that is called to drift velocity. Now here length of the conductor L, potential difference equal to V. If you divide these two, will get electric field. Already I think in second chapter, electric potential chapter, relation between the potential difference and the field given, E is equal to minus dV by dx. So here also we can write electric field or strength of the electric field. Strength of the electric field E is equal to, well I am writing a magnitude V by L, where V is equal to potential difference, L is equal to length of the conductor. E is equal to V by L, that implies V is equal to E into L. Now when this current is, electrons are moving along this path, there is some opposition, we are saying a resistance. So this resistance, we can write the formula R is directly proportional to length of the conductor, but inversely proportional to area of cross section of the conductor. R is proportional to L, resistance directly proportional to length, but inversely proportional to area. That implies, write one constant, R is equal to rho into L by A. Resistance R is equal to resistivity rho into length of the conductor by area of cross section of the conductor. So this rho is called resistivity or specific resistance. For example, if take a reciprocal of this resistance, that is called conductance. So we can write a conductance G, which is equal to 1 by R, or we can write A by rho into L. So R is having a unit of ohm. Unit of R is ohm. You can write ohm. And here G means 1 by R is equal to ohm inverse. You can write ohm inverse or mho. So this ohm inverse is also called as Simon, generally Simon. Now resistivity or specific resistance, resistivity rho is equal to RA by L. So we should take this L and A left side, so that it become rho is equal to RA by L. So that means resistance offered by the conductor per unit length per unit area of cross section is called as resistivity or specific resistance. Its unit is ohm meter. Ohm meter is the unit of resistivity. But the reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. So we can write conductivity is a sigma, which is equal to 1 by rho. Reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. So we can write this here L by R into A, you should write L by RA. So there is a resistance, resistivity, conductance, conductivity, electric current, and also potential difference. What is the potential difference and electric field relation? General important formula. Now we can go when electrons are moving along this path. So by connecting here the number of electrons we can write n, total number of electrons. By connecting drift velocity, so velocity is nothing but displacement by time. So we can write a drift velocity equal to Vd is equal to, we can write drift velocity or drift speed. Vd is equal to nothing but L by T we can write. So general formula speed is equal to distance by time or velocity equal displacement by time. So that equal total length of the conductor L, time taken by electron is equal to T, then Vd is equal to, we can write L by T we can write, magnitudal I am taking. Similarly, so the drift velocity per unit electric field, when we applied 1 Newton per Coulomb, whatever the drift velocity of electron is there, that can be called as mobility. Mobility denoted by the letter mu, which is equal to magnitude of the drift velocity by strength of the electric field. Mu is equal to drift velocity by strength of the electric field. Or from this formula, drift velocity Vd is equal to mu into capital E, should write. Drift velocity mu Vd is equal to mu E. Generally, in case of the semiconductors, what are the charge carriers? Electrons and also holes. But the mobility of electrons always greater than mobility of the holes. That's important. So among the electrons and holes, which will have greater mobility? When we applied a unit electric field to the electron and also hole, but which will have the more speed means nothing but velocity of the electron only more. That's why we can say mobility of electrons always greater than the mobility of the holes. That's important. Now by connecting all these, we have one formula, current I is equal to N E A into Vd. So check here, N means number of electrons per unit volume, E charge of electron, A area of cross section of the conductor, and Vd drift velocity. By connecting all these letters, it is one of the important formula. In the third chapter, electric current chapter, first track, we have this 5 marks derivation. But here I am using only formula. So here I stands for electric current. I is equal to electric current. N is equal to number of electrons per unit volume. Number of electrons per unit volume. E is equal to charge of electron. Charge of electron. Next, A area of cross section of the conductor. Area of cross section of the given conductor. And Vd drift velocity or drift speed. Drift velocity or drift speed of the electrons. Drift velocity or drift speed of the electrons. So remember this important and basic formula first. So note down all these formulae. Now with this basic formula we will write the formula connected to the semiconductors. So check here, in case of the semiconductor, how the current is flowing, what are the charge carriers, both electrons and also holes. So first I'll take a current due to electrons, current due to electrons, electric current due to electrons. So we can write I, general formula already have given, I is equal to NEA VD formula. I'll write here NEA into VD. But here current due to electrons means I am writing IE. E stands for electrons. Correct. Current due to electrons equal to IE. But here N place I am writing NE, number of electrons. V place I will write VE, speed of electrons. So while I am writing a suffix E stands for electrons. So current due to electrons IE is equal to NE EA into VE. Similarly, current due to holes, electric current due to holes, right, IH is equal to NH, small e capital A into VH should write. H stands for holes. So one is a current due to electrons and one is a current due to holes. But in a semiconductor, current is because of both electrons and also holes. So that's why I add both. Therefore total current I is equal to IE plus IH. Add these two and check. Total current is equal to IE plus IH, you should write. Total current is equal to IE plus IH. Now IE place you write this one, IH place you write this one. IE and IH place you write both. Therefore IE is equal to, IE means NE into EA into VE plus NH into EA into VH. Now any common is there, take the letters common, that is called EA common, remaining NE VE plus NH into VH. So it is one of the important formula. So how to calculate current in a case of a semiconductor? So means I equal to charge of the semiconductor E, area of cross section A into these two are common. Correct. Now NeVe, number of electrons into drift velocity of the electron, plus NHVH, number of holes into drift velocity of the holes. That you should write. Now from this I will calculate what is the resistance of the semiconductor. So if you want to calculate a resistance, R is equal to, we have the formula resistance, R is equal to V by I. R is equal to resistance of the semiconductor, R is equal to potential difference by current is equal to I. But current already we know, we can substitute here. That is equal to V, we don't know, divided by I is equal to EA into NeVe plus NH into VH. That is, your numerator V represents potential difference. V indicates a potential difference. Now, in place of the V, what you can write? Electric field also we can change that one. So here already I have given V is equal to E is equal to V by L, or V is equal to E into L. So E equal to minus dV by dx, one formula is there. So based on that, E is equal to V by L, or magnitude only I am taking V equal to E into L. In place of the V, write that one, E into L. Therefore resistance R is equal to E into L divided by EA into, that is equal to NeVe plus NH into VH we can write one formula. Sometimes for example, V not given, strength of the electric field, area of cross section and the length given, we may use this formula. It is one formula for electrical resistance. Now I'll take R is equal to, we have one formula, rho into L by A. In place of the R, I'll write rho into L by A. That is equal to rho into L by A is equal to E into L by, that is equal to EA into NEVE plus NH into VH. Here we can write one more formula also, conductance we can write lateral, right? Here both sides LL cancelled, one A also get cancelled, therefore resistance rho is equal to capital E divided by small e into NEVE plus NH into VH should write. It is a formula for resistivity. Formula for resistivity. Resistivity. Rho formula. In place of the E, we can write a V by L also, we can write, your choice. Write different formula, right? And one more, conductivity. Conductivity. Sigma is equal to formula 1 by rho. That's why it is equal to E into NEVE plus NHVH by capital E should write. That is a conductivity sigma. But a conductance you can write. Conductance G is equal to 1 by R. So here already I have given a formula for R. You may write this formula also. Or this one also, you may write anyone. That is equal to EA by EA into NEVE plus NHVH by, that is equal to V, one formula, right? Or V place you may also write E into L also, okay, any one formula depending upon the given question. Conductance, conductivity, and also resistance, resistivity, electric current formula. And we can also write the formula in terms of mobility also. Mobility also write formula in terms of. So I think I have copied this one. But here we can write one more formula also, which is called current density, current per unit area. Current density means current flowing through a semiconductor per unit area. Current density is equal to electric current by divided by area of cross section of the given semiconductor. So J is equal to formula I by A should write. But I already have given formula. What is I formula? EA into NEVE plus NH into VH divided by A. So here A get cancelled. So after cancellation of A, then current density J is equal to small e into NEVE plus NH into VH should write. It is a formula for current density. So up to now we have given electric current, current density, electrical resistance, and also conductance, resistivity, and also conductivity. So similar way, in terms of the mobility, I'll give the formula. So already I have mentioned the mobility formula. Mobility mu is equal to drift velocity per unit electric field. That is a VD by E. So from this formula, drift velocity is equal to mu into E should write. Drift velocity VD is equal to mu into capital E. If it is, for example, drift velocity of the electron, then what you should write? I'll write here for electron VE is equal to mu E into capital E. Strength of the electric field, no need to write suffix E, it is a constant value. Whatever we are applying, that's only strength of the electric field. Now for holes, for a hole we can write a VH is equal to mu H into capital E, should write. So one is for drift velocity of the electron and one is for drift velocity of the holes. Now I'll write the current formula. Total current flowing through a semiconductor, or before that current due to electrons means I'll write formula. IE is equal to general formula NE into small e capital A into I have given VE. But VE place what we can write? Mu E into capital E should write. That is equal to NE into EA into, that is equal to mu E into capital E should write. Same way, what is IH, current due to holes, should write. IH is equal to general formula NH into EA into VH. Now in place of the VH you should write this one, mu H into capital E. NH into small e capital A into, it is equal to mu H into capital E. Now we should take a total current flowing through the semiconductor. So total current flowing through the semiconductor I is equal to IE plus IH. But here IE place you should write this one, IH place you should write this one. Any common terms are there, take outside. So what are the common terms here? EA, EA. If write a small e capital A outside, remaining is equal to NE mu. So and one more also letter is there, common capital E into NE mu E plus NH into mu H should write. Here mu H means mobility of the holes, mu E is equal to mobility of electrons, and NE number of electrons, NH number of holes, small e charge of electron or hole, and capital A area of cross section of the semiconductor, and capital E strength of the electric field. Now current completed. I'll write again formula for current density. Current density J is equal to I by A. So in place of the I, write small e capital A into E into NE mu E plus NH into mu H divided by A. So cancel the letter A. If you cancel the letter A, then what will get? J is equal to capital E small e into NE mu E plus NH into mu H should write. That is a formula for current density in terms of the mobilities. In terms of mobilities. Now I'll write the formula for resistance. Electrical resistance. R is equal to one formula V by I. That is equal to V by small e capital E into NE mu E plus NH into mu H. NE mu E plus NH into mu H. In place of the V, we can also write E into L, which is equal to E into L divided by small e capital E into NE mu E plus NH into mu H. But here E value get cancelled, which is equal to L by small e into Ne mu E plus NH into mu H. That is also formula for electrical resistance. So earlier I have given already formula, but you have to observe the difference here and there. So here in terms of the mobility is mu, but in the previous formula in terms of drift velocity V, that's the difference. So depending upon the question in a NEET or JEE, we have to choose the formula. That's important. If you take a reciprocal of this one, conductance. So we can write electrical conductance. G is equal to formula 1 by R, which is equal to small e into Ne mu E plus NH into mu H divided by L is should write. Ne mu E plus NH into mu H by L. Next, resistivity, and also we can write conductivity. Resistivity, I'll write the formula for resistivity. Rho is equal to general formula Ra by L should write. Rho is equal to Ra by L. Now check. Rho is equal to resistivity. R place what you should write? Here already have given L by this one. But A by L write separately. A by L separately I am writing into R. R place I write this above formula. L by small e into Ne mu E plus NH into mu H. So here L value get cancelled. Therefore, rho is equal to capital A divided by write this total E into Ne mu E plus NH into mu H should write. Now, I think I have written it. Ne mu E plus NH into mu H. But here R in terms of this formula also write. And resistivity rho is equal Ra by L. So in terms of this formula also we write. Depending upon the question you should take. But conductivity is equal to sigma is equal to 1 by rho. So just to take a reciprocal of this formula, we should take a reciprocal. Take a reciprocal and write this one. Copy this formula. Here you should write reciprocal above formula. I think copied. Or I'll write here. That is equal to E into Ne mu E plus NH mu H divided by what you should write? Capital A. That is called conductivity. So these are the important formulae. Once if a third chapter in the first track completed, electric current, you will feel all these formulae are basics only. So each and every formulae will derive and will learn in the third chapter, electric current chapter. These are the important formulae you have to remember. And similarly, one more I have given. In case of the valence band or conduction band, if you take there is a forbidden energy gap. If you want to send the electrons from the valency band to conduction band, how much amount of energy required means, we can write the general formula, energy E is equal to h nu. Whenever we want to push the electron from the valency band to conduction band, something amount of energy required which is equal to or greater than the energy gap or band gap. So that is E is equal to h nu, h Planck's constant, nu frequency of the light radiation. But nu place may also write C by lambda. That is called E is equal to write hc by lambda. If lambda given, we can calculate energy, or if energy given, we can calculate lambda also. Lambda is equal to hc by E. So sometimes energy will be given in electron volt and a wavelength in angstrom. Then hc place may write 12,400 divided by lambda. So it is E, but lambda is in angstrom. So that energy will get in electron volt. So it is also one important formula. When a radiation of the wavelength, so that is approximately, we should take a 12,000 angstrom is made to instant on the junction or in case of the semiconductor device. Then how much energy is instant on the metal to push the electrons from the valence band to conduction band. So we have to substitute and directly we can calculate by using this formula. So these are the important formulae up to now, whatever the concept completed. So after completion of the next concept again, I'll give the formula, like what is a diode, what is a PN junction diode, and also how we can connect the diode in the forward bias, reverse bias, what are the characteristics of the forward bias, what are the characteristics of the reverse bias, and also what is a Zener diode, how a diode can be used as nothing but a half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, and also what are the applications of the diode, like a light emitting diode, LED, photodiode, and also solar cell. So various we can discuss. Full 10 minutes. Okay. Now I think copied this formula. Up to now, whatever the formula I have given, I'll give few questions, solve these questions for NEET or JEE purpose. So you have to practice all these important formulae, but generally PU level they may not be asked any formulae. For KSET, NEET or JEE, they are important. Now write one question. The electrical conductivity of a semiconductor, increases, when electromagnetic radiation of wavelength 2480 angstrom, 2480, should write 2480 angstrom is incident on it. is incident on it, the band gap in electron volt, for the semiconductor is band gap in electron volt for the semiconductor is band gap in electron volt for the semiconductor is. So write these options. First one 0.7 electron volt, second 0.5 electron volt, third 2.5, and the fourth one 1.2 electron volt. Lambda given, they are asking a energy gap. Energy gap is equal to formula Naval I have mentioned HC by lambda, or we can write energy gap is equal to approximately 12,400 by, we should write 2480. Simplify this one and identify the correct option. Numerator and denominator 0 will be cancelled. So sir, they mentioned 2480 nanometer. We should take this one 2480 nanometer. Whenever nanometer given, we should take only 1240 by 2480. You should take 1240. So in case of the nanometer means you have to use the formula E is equal to 12,400 by lambda. When lambda is in angstrom, this will be electron volt. Same formula E is equal to 1240 divided by lambda, but lambda is in a nanometer. Should write like this. 0 cancelled, 124 ones are, 124 twos are cancelled. 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. So answer will be 0.5 electron volt. 0.5 electron volt. Next, question number 2. Question number 2 should write pure silicon at a 300 Kelvin. Pure silicon means intrinsic semiconductor. Pure silicon at a 300 Kelvin has equal concentration of electron concentration of 1.5 into 10 to the power of 16 per meter cube. Equal electron concentration of 1.5 into 10 to the power of 16 per meter cube. Full stop. Doping by indium. Yesterday I have mentioned boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium, they are trivalent. If you dope these elements, what will be happen? It will be converted into p-type semiconductor. Doping by indium increases NH2. Doping by indium increases NH means number of holes. Increases NH2 4.5 into 10 to the power of 22 per meter cube. Doping by indium, number of holes are increased to 4.5 into 10 power 22. But initially both are equal. Number of electrons, number of holes both are equal, which is called intrinsic charge concentration. Now the question. Then Ne in the doped silicon is, Ne means the number of electrons. Ne in the doped silicon is. So we need to calculate number of electrons in the doped silicon. First option 5 into 10 to the power of 9. Second option 7 into 10 to the power of 9. Third one 9 into 10 to the power of 9. But all powers 9 only given. and the fourth one 8 into 10 power 9. So all nothing but a per meter cube. Per meter cube. Check the question. You should write number of electrons and number of holes both are equal given. So that is called intrinsic charge concentration. That is called Ni. Ni is equal to 1.5 into 10 power 16 per meter cube. Next, number of holes are increased given, Nh given. We should calculate Ne. That is a formula. Ne into Nh is equal to Ni square. The previous classes I have given this formula also. Once if you practice the formula, the problems will appear to be easy, simple. Ne into Nh is equal to Ni square. Now Ne you should calculate means Ne is equal to Ni square by Nh. Right, Ni square means 1.5 into 10 to the power of 16 whole square divided by Nh is equal to 4.5 into 10 to the power of 22. Now simplify this one. So numerator 1.5 into 1.5, 15 15s are 225, 2.25 into 10 to the power of 32 by 4.5 into 10 to the power of 22. But all the powers are 9 given, so adjust one digit. So we can write 22.5 into 10 power 9 divided by 4.5. So 4.5 ones are 4.5 sevens are. So it is nearly 20. It is approximately 4. So 4 5s are 20. So nearly will get 5 times will be 7 times will be cancelled. 4 sevens are. So check approximate value should take. Sorry, 4 5s are 5 times will be cancelled. So here 4.5 ones are 4.5, 0.5 times are cancelled actually. So if you adjust one digit means 0.5 into 10 to the power of 10, 32 minus 22. So if you adjust one digit power, that is called 5 into 10 to the power of 9 per meter cube. So answer will be first option correct. First option. Option 1 correct. So try some questions if you have the assignments. So next class we'll start and we'll discuss. So practice this important formula carefully.